So this here is our electric train that brought us up into the Valley of the Kings, and there is the Valley of the Kings with the what they call the natural pyramid. Some people think it's man-made, some people think it's natural. Pretty impressive anyway.
Mountains of Thebes, and they did it. We have here magic 63 tombs found since the beginning of the 17th century. 63. But is that everything? We discovered scroll talking about, call it in English, chronology. That's right. Chronology, the number of the pharaohs ruled back to the time of the New Kingdom, 1700 BC. And we discovered there were 71. Oh my God, so only 63. So would you help us to find the rest of the tombs, missing tombs? We realized where there are 3 tombs found recently, not opened, one of them just over here, below your feet, for another king. God knows which one on the list, one of the missing ones.
There's a tomb. Ramesses the 7th. (1100 BC). That's where he was, in there. And here's the sun god on the ceiling, apparently giving birth to and swallowing the sun every day. And here we have the tomb of Ramesses IX. Some unfortunate characters down here seem to have lost their heads. Ramesses IX, we have a picture of him flying, just like Superman, just here. And across the other side, we have his private yacht with a couple of snakes, a couple of cobras, looks like, as lookouts on the bow, and a few of the less populated yachts. We're going down into the tomb of Merenptah, and apparently it's a long way down. I haven't counted the steps, but I think there's a lot of them. Looks like they're still building it. We've got the scaffolding behind us, and we've still got steps going down. So just here is a sarcophagus, and surprisingly, more steps going down. Oh, this way apparently. Aha. We've stopped going down for a while. And what have we got? We've got a sarcophagus, or 2 or 3, which is fantastic. All looking good. Big box here, and lots of pillars, and there's the steps just beyond leading back up again, which we're going to tackle very shortly. Here looks like there's a hole that's been, oh, the guy's showing us in the hole. The hole that's been, it's taken my camera off me, and we've got a thing inside the tomb. So, That was the tomb, and now it's time for the long walk up the steps, which is right behind me. And we're on our way up here. I don't know how many steps there are, but there are quite a lot. And we're told this is the deepest tomb in the whole of the valley. The last flight of stairs, and we'll be out in the fresh air again. Taking the electric train down to somewhere. John's driving. Ahmed is almost driving, and we could be in trouble. We could be in big trouble. And that's the rest of the train out there. Driving lessons in the Valley of the Kings.
It's good. Moreover,
the temple of Al-Deir Al-Bahari. I think that's how you spell it, pronounce it. Pretty impressive. Where are we now?
sorry?
Where are we now?
Temple of Hatshepsut.
Okay, that'll
Only
do.
women ruler.
Excellent. One of the entrances to the Karnak temples, and over here we have a lot of Sphinx-looking rams. And here's Sharon.
Describing every inch. And the name for garden means protecting the temple against. Do you know, Magic, these two towers, I should say towers or pylons, are not solid, by the way. They are hollow, and if I was still allowed, at least inside, from a certain point, we have spiral stairs, which is all damaged now, to take you up to the windows. Who's supposed to go up on the windows? The archers. Archers, the guards. Everything was decorated by hand. So what you suggest?
I want them to walk around the columns.
Because actually the temple itself was from water or whatever, like the soil, the birds and bats droppings for 2,000 years.
So here are the only two remaining needles in the Karnak temples, and the rest are scattered around the world, another 50 or so.
I think some people got really detailed ones and some didn't.
Here we are at the site of the newly opened Avenue of the Sphinx. Just opened last night. And in fact there are quite a number of Sphinx here. All the way down the avenue. Goes on for about 1.5 miles. And here we have some of the famous Pharaoh yachts. and we're walking along it in 30-degree heat, which is quite warm. This connects the Karnak temple with the Luxor temple. Well, here we are cruising along the Nile. The sun is on its way down, and interestingly we have a bunch of guys trying to sell us something. What are they selling? Various robes, scarves, all that kind of thing. Interestingly hooked onto the side of the boat. So we're doing a bit of haggling here.
Excuse me, how much last price? Okay, you come up more. No 5, no 2.
3.
Okay, 4.
No, 3.
350.
3.
Okay, money for this bag. Put in money inside. 350. Hello? Lady, money for the bag. Your hand, lady.
Hey,
Yeah, for my friend.
So we're just scrabbling around to find a bit of money. Meanwhile the sun is setting. A little bit more money in the bag, and then we have to throw it down to these guys here. Okay, and there's the money exchange.
For people, for everybody. Hey,
So we're now just approaching Esna locks, where the water level will rise by about 5 meters. And here's the passerelle coming out to complete our docking at Colombo, which is a site of an ancient Greek temple here in Egypt. Not entirely sure what keeps the boat off the rocks here. Final alignment of the passerelle. I think we're done. Oh, there's a little bit of security. Going to visit the Philae temple in the Nubian area. And, well, going by boat.
Oi. Ya?
Got a little bit of boat chaos here this morning.
Welcome to Africa. Typical African region.
Is the boat dock to the entrance to Philae Temple here in Aswan. Another boat arriving there. Spectacular area. And here is the temples. And here's a temple that was actually moved from the lake because the flood waters had risen, and it was covered in 4 meters of water a few hundred meters away over there. And we're off to the mainland. Trusty old Yamaha 40 there. A few miles. We have our boat vendors and our Men in Black security undercover agent. Little bit chaos. Collision going on there, but got away with it. Fenders out. Here we are back at the dock. All a little bit crazy.
Be careful, please. One by one, magic.
Thank you.
Thank you, goodbye.
Goodbye, UK.
Goodbye, UK.
And now for a little bit of yachting. We're out on a Felucca on the Nile. Setting sail.
Welcome to the Felucca. 30 years old. Our Nubian sailor.
And we've actually set sail. We're just doing a bit of trimming. There's our helmsman, tactician, just hardening up. Here we go, we're just going to put a quick tack in by Elephant Island. Helms over. Bit of a cigarette to help things go by, and there we are.
Plenty of Islamic people in Britain who gladly sell as much as you want.
Do you believe that they are not drinking? You drink too much. All my friends and neighbors. It's higher level standard living, but America
Centre port coming up.
to live, cheaper for the Egyptian.
Fenders going down and docking under sail in a Felucca. Pretty impressive stuff. Mainsail scandalised. We're in the market of Aswan, and I'm just going to walk down here and see what we can see. There's spices, there's all manner of things, more spices. And more spices.
Do you have vanilla? How much do I owe you?
75.
75.
Just two.
20.
And the deal is done.
Sorry?
The deal is done.
Thank you. I guess so.
I have
5 more.
5 more.
I have nutmeg.
What's this?
This is vanilla.
Alright, okay.
Depends how much it is.
25 grams. 25 grams is okay?
You haven't said how much. First the price.
25 grams, 500. 1 gram each Egyptian. Okay?
500.
Egyptian, you like more?
We're just in the spice market still, and lots of spices around, and many other things. Just enjoying the peace and quiet of an early morning stride along the main shopping street here. Not too much happening. So this is a 24-hour bread shop with kind of delicious rolls coming out. So these are very tasty. So we're just coming up to the Esna lock, and we have some more boat vendors just coming under the bow of the boat here. Rowing's going well. Now we're in the wheelhouse, and here's the captain.
Yes.
And here's all the controls of the engine, And which is the horn? The horn?
Yeah.
Yeah? This one here?
This.
Excellent. And we're on our way to Luxor.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. So we have 3 engines. There's engine,
Yeah.
and only one is working for cruising. So all going well. And we have the controls for the gas. Excellent. Coming up for our final docking. Now we're back in Luxor.
لا واحنا ماشيين
This morning we're taking a boat ride across the Nile, visiting the Valley of the Kings, and going on a balloon ride. A little bit busy this morning, and there's all the mosques calling to prayer just to. Well, we're at the balloon launching site, and as in all ballooning, we're a little bit delayed because apparently visibility isn't good enough. There's the Valley of the Kings in the background. And I'm guessing the sun will be rising just over here. The balloon being packed up, because as it's quite common in ballooning, the conditions weren't quite right and we didn't get to fly this time, so guess we'll be back.